live now. We live now.
What up with y'all, man? Man, I just spit it all over the camera. I ain't spit on y'all. We about to get it in, baby. We about to get it in, get it in, baby. We about to get it in, baby. We about to get it in, baby. We about to get it in, baby. Hey, we about to get it in, baby. We about to get it in, baby. We about to get it in, baby. I need to go to a warmer climate where oh, let me turn this off real quick. Mhm. Fucking shit. I just thought about something. I thought y'all. So I'm about to break down the Warriors movie. Right. I was watching this shit last night, man. When it's funny. Like this is one of my favorite movies. Like I can watch this shit over and over. Like you know what I'm saying. Like if I'm not really like, I'll watch that shit over and over. Like so I'm about to break something down about Osiris. Right. From the beginning. I ain't finna break the whole thing down. I'm just finna give out a little basic information. Like as far as what I heard, and my fault y'all on spitting, I'm kind of cotton mouth and my lips kind of dry and shit. So bear with me, y'all. My fault. The concept of the Warriors was based off of like I just seen something saying it was based off a comic, not a comic but an actual group. And then before that, I heard the Warriors that the specific cast for that group was supposed to be all black, all black cast as far as the Warriors, the group, and then like Osiris, I mean Cyrus. It's funny because he represents. It sounds like the name Osiris of Egypt, and Cyrus was doing a truce, but they actually said it was actually said allegedly that not even allegedly. I don't know if it's official, but allegedly. That's why I'm saying allegedly that the person who was supposed to play Cyrus actually was a peacemaker and got killed. And he actually was supposed to, you know what I'm saying, play that part. But they said it was like about 1970 and the movie came out in 1979. So, like if y'all for those that know about this movie, I know I got a couple older cats or you know what I'm saying. Even me, I'm in my 30s, but I knew about the Warriors when I was like when they first came out with the game on the PlayStation 2. That was when I first heard of the Warriors. But um, man, it's funny. Like all of them was actually most of them was real gangs too in the movie. So like the concept, if y'all gotta listen to, because I watched this shit last night and I always was in tune, and he always talk about when I always listen, we can tax the police, we can tax the syndicate or the city because we got the streets. And deeply behind that movie, it's not about just man being in the streets, like just man boys who can't be man. Because most times man go have fun in the streets, not in a derogatory way of us. Because nowadays being outside is like deemed as like getting evil and shit. Like if you go outside, you ain't got no home or you're not comfortable at home. Like motherfuckers like sunshine. Excuse my language. I gotta say that because, and I know, you know what I'm saying. I'm not with the bullshit about like being at home, at home, at home. That's some slavery shit, bro. To enslave yourself. You gotta eat. Can you please shout out Luke? Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Luke, Toe, Pippin the Goat, Keaton Vic. What car you drive? No comment. No comment. But yeah, Mike said, yo, what up, bro? What up, yo? I wanted to say, bro, no, that's male or female. But yeah, the concept of this movie like is really based off of real shit. And in the movie, you see a plethora of different men of every race. So today, right, we in today's time where in today's time, we really need to be united for real. Like, I don't have children yet, but I know the moment I have children, and I'm not talking about as far as unite, where it's like it's just gonna be all rainbows and and all this shit, where it's just everybody is at peace all at once. What I mean is like in that movie, bro, it's like it's like nigga, the enemy is actually greed, the system. Gangs form, motorcycle clubs, ACs, what's the ATV clubs, or if that's what that stand for, auto clubs. Um, I say ATVs, auto clubs. Um, all these groups form for brotherhood for real, and it be meanings behind them. And some people can join from in the neighborhood, or they go out recruiting, or people find them, or it can go in multiple ways. Now, like what I feel is like we get we get overtaxed through the system. Originally, gangs even back in like LA, like not even too long ago, where it's been like 20, 30 years now, but it's like every generation find a way of having peace in their community. But this is why it's like more policeman than it is more masculine man out. How I feel. How I feel because they it's a lot of tyrants. A lot of people become police sometimes out of just it's not even sometimes it's just to please their own ego. Whether they've been bullied or some in the nature is where they gotta feed their ego to heal, or to feel like they're healing, or to feel like, you know what I'm saying, they need power and shit. It's something. But most times police is not even really like strong as like what it seems to be. This is why like they had to upgrade the military. I mean the police. They had to upgrade the police during the riots back then. Like when the riots was going on, like the police wasn't having the guns that they had today. Now they got machine guns because of the riots and shit, getting their ass whooped. You know, like this shit for real. Like so, man, I don't like these pineapples, man. These are like I don't like these like that. We have to get my shit from different stores, man. That's why I be wanting to grow my own shit. And this type of shit too. That type of shit like where it's like we need our own shit for real. We need our own shit. Like we need food on the land, cause ain't no man gonna starve to death. You got men out there that don't, let's go do what they do, eat what they eat. But I'm talking about as far as like the man with strength to keep strength, to build, or to even teach man about their health. Each one teach one. I'm not finna sit up here and say like another man ain't. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be like that. That's why I say like we gotta we gotta really unite in our own ways, in our own tribes, unite amongst different races of man, because I don't have time to be like living in fantasy world where it's like rainbow and skittles is gonna be all peace and all that. But I feel it's like, yeah, we've been here longer on the earth, but that don't negotiate the fact that we have other races on earth. And anybody trying to overpower another race, that race should look into it like, hold on, and you see it. It's white people that don't rock with, or Caucasian Europeans that don't rock with shit. They might, and they stay in their own lane, but they still don't rock with the shit. Like they know their ancestors' bloodshed and shit. They know it. They accept that. But some try to hide it. Most try to hide it and live like somebody owed them, when the whole time you in fear and scared for your life because of the past. You gotta face it. The man gonna face it. White man, Arab man, Indian man, anything, you gotta face what your race has done. Even the black people, the black man, the losses, the legacies, nigga, we getting our shit back. But our legacy don't come from bloodshed. Bloodshed can happen, but our legacy is naturally what we do is build. This is why they don't want us to build, and they don't want black man to be. They don't want us to be like strong. They don't want us to be building. They don't want us to get together, come together. Cause nigga, we can commute. We can build a whole community by ourselves. We can build houses and garden by ourselves. And black people in general, black men and black women, black man and black man. Like they don't want this, man. They don't want to see that. Cause we is not about no all that tyrant shit coming to overpower another race, bro. But we will protect ourselves though. We'll protect ourselves from our own. Cause that's what we doing now. Cause of the brainwash, the brain rot. A lot of people was brain rot. And they get to thinking that other black people owe them something. Nigga, the white man, oh y'all, not the black people. It's like we become so brain rot, like we become brain rot. Not me, but we as in the people, as a collective. But that's why it's like the separation time, like to not be brain rot, it's just to not be brain rot, be whole. Keep your fists together. Cause it's funny enough, my man just threw out the sign, Elon Musk just threw out the sign. They all in it for themselves. And if the white people ain't gonna catch it, and anybody that ain't gonna catch it, you out of luck. But I really ain't break the movie down like that. It's another part in the movie I wanted to talk about though. It's a couple parts. Like it's a couple things like from the racist shit. Like I said, it was supposed to be an all black cast, and I know it's gonna be older people even like, what's this guy's problem? Why is it always got to be something with another race? Because it's a fact. The whole I didn't say this shit. It came out of seven. Then let's look into the song. There nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Originally was sung. The song was made and sung by three black women. Then the soundtrack for that the soundtrack for the Warriors, it's white man singing the song. Exact. It ain't even like nothing changed. It's like they singing exact the same message. And the women was talking about man, but you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't like today where it's like sexually. It was just, you know what I'm saying. This is why they did that. They sung exact words and shit. Like you could sing the song and be talking about the opposite sex. Like that's how that song was. But what I'm getting at is like it's like it's the narrative always got to change. They always want to change the narrative of things like where it's supposed to be an all black cast, but then they originally they had to change it. And then like let's talk about Ajax was one of my favorite ones in there. He was one of my favorite warriors. Ajax was when they was walking through the field, right? This the power of like having discipline. They gotta make it home all the way, miles, 50 miles and shit. So they make one lap, fight a couple gangs and shit, and you know, like he like, oh shit, it's a woman sitting on the bench. This woman the police the whole time. She the fuzz, as they say, back in the day. Probably still say it in some areas, in some cities or something. But he was like, stop the gang and shit, stop the group. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go over here. Y'all ain't. Oh, he was like, damn, what's the matter? You going faggot? told told the war chief that, the warlord, and he was like, you two coming? The other two members, and then they took off. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? And then like later on, the other two members was like, well, we finna go look out for him. We should look out for him. He was like, I'm finna, da da da. And then boom, they seen him getting arrested. This the power of discipline. This the power of discipline is to not always try to get sexually active every time you see an attractive female. You know what I'm saying? They got and a lot of movies show this. Like a lot of movies show like, like different concepts and shit, like where if when man is disciplined versus when man don't be disciplined. And he was one of the strongest members. Not the strongest. I ain't gonna say it. He was like the fighter, like one of the. He was one of the strongest ones. That's why he was like he not the like the warlord. The war chief didn't name him warlord because he wanted. He was like, who named you warlord or war chief? One of them. He was mad and shit. He was like, maybe we ought to talk about this later, huh? That's one of my favorite movies. I'm telling y'all that shit OG for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper. It's a deeper message in there. It's a deeper message. But yeah, um, then another thing. I know I kind of was all over the place in this. I be doing that. I don't know, cause some the shit be on my brain, but then by the time I wake up, I actually need to start just going live and shit, just in the crib and shit, or you know what I'm saying, like because that's when I be really like my words, like my thoughts be flowing. Then that's when the thought, it's like trying to do this shit after thinking about it. I mean, after the thoughts came and shit, wait till the next day. That's why I get to going everywhere because I have to dig in my brain. Like the thoughts have to come through. So one more thing though, the guy who murdered Cyrus in the movie, the guy who murdered him, framed the Warriors, right? And the Warriors didn't even know. They didn't even know they had a hit on them. The war chief got caught. You know, they smoked him out, beat him up. They could have arrested him. I don't even know if he died, but it looked like he had died though. They beat his ass. They was elbowing that man. But the dude the dude who murdered him, they group was called the Rogue. And you know what rogue mean is it means like go rogue, like go rebellious basically. You know what I'm saying? He stopped the whole peace shit. The whole truce, I mean. Or yeah, peace. Stopped the whole truce. And then on top of that, you the leader. He was the leader who smoked sirens. Like, nigga, that shit crazy how like they show this shit, bro. And then at the end, he was like, why'd you do it? He was like, why'd you do it? Why'd you kill Cyrus? I just like doing stuff like that. Like you got these type of people like that exist. They exist. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about unity. They just care about themselves. They don't even care about the group. You know, like so that movie showed a lot. And then there was another part, um what was the other part? Well, I forgot. Um yeah, that's about it. I think that's about it. Um so yeah, we gotta be like really like in tune and shit, man, with the land and shit, like with the how the government controlling shit, taxing, like the shit we doing today, like stripping homes and shit of copper and shit, making a neighborhood gentrified to get gentrified by the government to put in foreigners or people who like that's like straight from out of the country. I'm not talking about people who was born here, got a family here, some tribes and shit. I'm talking about people coming from out the country to come over here, getting don't get taxed, but we getting taxed and we born on the land. We born on the land and getting taxed versus the person who born on another land, another country, another and then come here to this constitution and got more rights than the people native to the land, bro. See, I ain't go address the trolls, man. Trolls gonna be trolls. It's about the message right now. Cause this is real shit. Now, like I said, it ain't gonna be no rainbows where it's like all race and man finna be, but all race and man finna be unity. We gonna have our fights, but if we know who the enemy is, and we know, of course, the government hire motherfuckers too, infiltrate motherfuckers and all, infiltrate. So I'm up out of here.